Hello dear students, welcome back to our channel. In the last videos, we discussed about capital budgeting traditional methods, payback period method and accounting rate of return. In this class, we are discussing modern methods. What are the modern methods? Net present value method, internal rate of return, profitability index. Okay, so here we are discussing net present value method and profitability index. What is net present value? It is the difference between the present value of cash inflows and original investment. Okay, so just we need to find out the present value of cash inflows. Then after calculating present value of cash inflows, deduct the original investment, then you will get net present value. We'll see one question. Here we have one question. A firm has initial investment 1 lakh. Initial investment is nothing but original investment, that is 1 lakh, and cash inflows as shown below. Here given 4 years information, cash inflows given 4 years and PV factors at the rate of 10% here given. Sometimes they will not give PV factors, only they will give percentage of PV factor. So how to calculate if they give percentage, that is given in the description. Okay. See here, find out NPV, that is net present value. Here we have solution, calculation of net present value. Here we required columns are year, cash inflows, PV factor at the rate of 10%. These 3 columns are given in the problem itself. Along with these 3 columns, you required one more column, that is present value of cash inflows. Present value of cash inflows. So how to calculate this present value of cash inflows? Already we know the cash inflows and PV factors. Yes, just multiply both values. 50,000 into 0.909. You will get 45,450. See here. 50,000 into 0.909. How much? 45,450. Yes. Likewise, remaining values also you need to do like that only. 40,000 into 0.826, 33,040. 30,000 into 0.751, 22,530. 10,000 into 0.683, that is 6,830. Okay. After taking present value of cash inflows, take the total. That will be total present value of cash inflows. Here we have individual present value of cash inflows. If you take the total, that is total present value of cash inflows for the 4 years. So after getting total present value of cash inflow, just we need to deduct initial investment, because NPV is equals to present value of cash inflow minus original investment. So it is a formula. So we are applying here. Okay, so total present value of cash inflow minus original investment, that is initial investment. What is the initial investment? 1 lakh. So from the total, just deduct the 1 lakh, then you will get net present value. So this is the net present value. The difference is the net present value. That's it. Very simple. Okay. One more question we have. From the following information, calculate net present value of 2 projects and suggest which of the 2 projects should be accepted, assuming discount rate at the rate of 10%. So here we need to find out net present value, that is NPV, for the 2 projects. In the last question, we have only single project. Here given 2 projects. And what is our discount rate? 10%. So PV factor at the rate of 10%. Yes. And here given project X, project Y details. Initial investment for the project X 40,000, for the Y 60,000, and estimated life 5 years. Scrap value for the project X 2,000, project Y 4,000. Okay, so here given the profit before depreciation and after tax are as follows. Here given profit before depreciation and after tax. So for the calculation of NPV, you required profits are before depreciation and after tax only. Okay, so here given directly, that is project X and project Y. Okay, these are the cash inflows. Solution. Profit before depreciation and after taxes here given as it is, we are taking here for the project X. Only we are taking here project X. Year, cash inflow. For the project X, we are taking year and project X details. 10,000, 20,000, 20,000, 6,000 and 4,000. And what is this 2,000 scrap value? For the project X, we have 2,000 scrap value is there. That scrap value you need to take under cash inflows. If you have scrap value, you need to take here. Otherwise, no need to take. Okay. And for that scrap value, here we are mentioning year is last year. What is the last year? 5th year. That 5th year only we are writing here. Okay. Then 5th year present value of factor only we are applying here. 0.621, here also 0.621. Actually, these values are not given in the question. We need to find out these values. How to calculate present value factors? Here we have one trick. 1 divided by 1 plus percentage. If you want any percentage of PV factors, we can use this trick. Okay, so here asking 10% discount rate. Yes, 10% discount rate is nothing but PV factor at the rate of 10. So then 1 divided by 1 plus 10 percentage. Then 1 divided by 1 plus, what is 10%? That is converted into decimals. 10 divided by 100. That is nothing but 0.10. 1.1. So this one you need to do in the calci. 1 divided by 1.1. How much? 0.909. See here, 0.909. So immediately click on equals to symbol. That is the next year PV factor. Again, press on equals to symbol, 0.751. Again, press on equals to symbol, 0.683. Again, press on equals to symbol, 0.621. Likewise, we need to find out PV factors. Here we have 5 years, so that for the 5 years only we need to find out the PV factors. Okay, if you have any percentage, use this formula. So it is easy to calculate. It is available in the description box. So for the calculation of NPV, first column and second column given in the problem itself. Yes, here we calculated third column, that is present value factor at the rate of 10%. Yes, so after calculating these factors are multiplied with cash inflows, then you will get fourth column, that is present value of cash inflow. Both are multiplied. See, 10,000 into 0.909, that is 9,090. 10,000 into 0.909, 9,090. Yes, next 20,000 into 0.826, 16,520. Likewise, you need to find out for 5 years. After calculation of 5th year, if you have scrap, same 5th year present value, you need to multiply with the scrap value, then you will get 1242. Okay. After that, just take the total of all the years, that is total of present value of cash inflow. After getting total, deduct original investment, then you will get net present value for the project X. Okay. So in the same way, you need to find out for project Y. So for the project Y also, year-end cash inflows are given in the problem itself. For the 5th year, after completion of 5th year, you need to take scrap also, because here given scrap. If there is no scrap, no need to take this. Okay. After taking year-end cash inflows, you need to calculate PV factor at the rate of 10%. So already we calculated for the project X. So just copy those values here. Okay. So then after writing these values are multiplied with cash inflows, then you will get present value of cash inflow. Just multiply these two columns, then you will get this column. Okay. And for the scrap, you need to take 5th year PV factor. Okay. Same value here we are writing. Okay. Just multiply both values right here. Next, take the total, then you will get total present value of cash inflow. Deduct original investment for the project Y. For the project Y, original investment 60,000. Okay. That 60,000 you need to deduct. Then you will get balance 9,456. What is that? Net present value. Okay. For the same question, we can calculate profitability index also. If they ask, you can calculate this. See, already we know the present value of cash inflows for the project X. The total should be called as present value of cash inflows. And original investment also we know. What is our original investment? 40,000 for the project X. Those values you need to apply in the formula. For the project X, total present value of cash inflow is 48,454. Divide by original investment, how much? 40,000. Okay, so 48,454 divided by 40,000. 1.21. So what is this 1.21? Profitability index. Okay, for the project Y, For the project wide, total present value of cash inflow 69,456. 69,456 divided by original investment 60,000. So what is the value here? 69,456 divided by 60,000. 1.156. Okay. So this is calculation of profitability index. Okay. So if you calculate net present value, it is easy to calculate. Net present value is the difference between the present value of cash inflow and original investment. We are taking the difference. Yes. If you want to calculate profitability index, we are dividing those values. Clear? So if you want, take a screenshot. Thank you for watching.